got this moving. It's Young People Nation.
Welcome to Young People Nation. Listen to us weekly as we commit to bring transparency, healing, and truth to the everyday situations in life that might bring you down. Join us for your weekly dose of inspiration. Thank you for listening to Young People Nation. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And now, here's your host, Eugene and Donna Perry.
Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Giving the world to the project.
Welcome back to session 3.
All right.
We are grateful, Young People Nation. We're grateful that God chose us for this assignment.
And Augusta Podcast.
Yes. We love Augusta Podcast.
Yes.
We love Rocky Premier. We love God. Let's start there. Let's get the order. God first, the community, and like you said, Augusta Podcast, they have been amazing to us.
Yes.
And if you need any form of direction on doing a podcast, marketing, we have, again, Rocky Premier. You can go to these sources. They've been rocking with us for 3 years.
Yes.
And they have not failed us not one time.
Yay.
Yes, and they are so approachable. So thank you, God. Thank you. And I want to tell Pastor Unique Mackey thank you.
Yes.
Because he's the one that pointed us to this.
Yep, that's the man.
Yes. So thank you so much for everyone. And I want to encourage people, when God gives you something to do, embrace the people God placed in your path to get the job done, because it's not always going to look like what your circle sometimes can be like.
Oh, yeah.
So in session 3, it's this song I love by Chandler Moore. It's okay to not be okay. And I'm not a singer, but I like the words. He said, I will not try to hide what is going on deep inside of me. It's okay to acknowledge that I'm not okay. I'm learning that with my relationship with God, it's like God is just sitting over there waiting on me to acknowledge, Donna, you're not okay. Okay, so this is what you need to do to get past this hump in your life, okay? Because we're always going to be getting past humps, okay? But there are warning signs, and everyone is different. And so the importance of being in safe spaces, and I want to share this. This just came to me that, whether it's in church, at work, in the community, like for you, one of our neighbors who deals with PTSD really bad, he feels comfortable with you, and you have offered your hand to make sure this gentleman gets to his appointment. How powerful is that for you to show the love of Jesus Christ in that? And we know he's not okay. He tells you he's not okay. But the power of you serving him and checking on him, you don't know what that is planting in that person's life. The people around us, everyone can be smiling, but they're not okay. So the power of creating a space that a person is able to say, I'm not okay. And to just allow them to express themselves and to talk. Just like we have another neighbor we've recently been able to help them, and that they've been able to share some of their journey, because you're like, whoa, you didn't know. But I'm grateful that I can come to God first, and God give me people like yourself. And God, even my daughters in certain settings, I can talk with them and get wisdom. There are people that I can say, okay, this is how I'm feeling right now. Okay, and that is my honest, how I feel at that time, and not put it on a shelf, and get the help that I need. So when I see this again, because I'm going to see it again, I'll know how to handle it and not explode or not sit in there and like a piece of yeast, and with the temperature, yeast rises. So share some of the warning signs. I'm going to say that, and one thing I am grateful for you. You're very discerning to recognize when a person is not okay, and creating that space that if you're that space where they can be comfortable in, the power of that.
Well, the thing about it is, first of all, you have to be honest with yourself to your own feelings, because if you take a needle and stick it in your skin, you're gonna hurt, and they're gonna feel the same thing. They're not video games. They're real people, and
Yes,
that's the problem with society now. The scriptures tell us to treat your neighbor as you would yourself, and in today's society, some people like to be treated bad. Myself, I like to be treated good, but some people get pleasure out of pain, get pleasure out of embarrassing others. And therefore, that bleeds over in how they treat other people. And therefore, you have this society of ill-gotten feelings that crosses people the wrong way. Because everybody cannot take it, and they lash out, and they feel like, okay, the person ribbing them and all doesn't understand you, and they're not that way, and they wind up getting a gun and shoot you. That's something. It's no discussion or anything. That's the thing now that we have to get out of, because gun control is out of control, and people have gone to the part where if I can't beat you, I'll just shoot you, and without no repercussions.
I want to go back. You said something. It's like, no, I got to go back. When you said some people like people to inflict pain.
Yes.
Okay, so I was listening to a little snippet from a pastor about traumas and stuff. So if a person like to feel pain, could it be that that's something that they're used to and they're comfortable in that place of pain? Yes.
That's why a lot of people cut themselves. It's not the only reason, but it's a knowledge need to feel a certain way, and therefore they look for relief. So they did not know the pleasure of a person treating them right. But they've been treated wrong was the first feeling they got. Because we're like computers. Whatever was written on our brain in the beginning, that's what we'll do.
So it's foreign for someone to be nice to them. They're like, oh.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. That right there is like...
It's a learned reaction.
But it's like a wow.
Yes.
It's like when my cousin showed me his, because he was in the military, experienced wars and stuff, and he showed me his arm where he used to cut himself. Right. And but he said, I don't do that no more because I went and got help. Right. So now he's able to work, be productive, and move forward in his life. But he had to acknowledge that he was not okay. Right. And so that a person being used to being treated badly.
Yeah, treated different. I say treated different because the person that inflicting the pain doesn't know neither. And it's one of the norms. What is the norm? That's what you have to really establish first.
And everybody's different.
Yes.
So you said something else about facing your truth. And so facing your truth is acknowledging where you are. Is that your perspective of that as well?
Well, you have to stop running away from where you've been.
Unpack that.
Because where you've been determine who you are today. And therefore, as you vault up in an inferiority complex, then you go through life being inferior. And therefore, when you change who is the real you?
So that brings up to me now. You know you're not okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not stay there. Okay, you can't bake. You can't stay in the oven.
Well, the thing is about it, whose hand helped you out the fire?
But don't you have to be the person? Because we're in control of our emotions, our life. We like you said, life is about choices.
Mm-hmm.
So if I choose to stay in the oven or get on the rack where I can cool off a little bit, just like a good homemade pound cake.
Well, it's not that simple.
Okay.
Again, what is the norm? Is the norm
Mm-hmm.
is the norm that I always was treated bad, and therefore bad becomes good?
Let's make it personal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One thing with you didn't stay with what was going on.
That was a choice that I made.
Yes. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, but I had to get to the point where I was fed up with the other way.
Okay, so
style.
you got to a point and said that's enough.
That's enough.
Okay.
That's enough. But
Okay.
that's enough of being broke. that was the main one.
And changing environments and everything
Yes.
else, correct?
Yep.
So you got out of the oven and got on the rack and decided to live the life I want to say that God designed for you to live in the first place. But you still had to make that choice.
Oh yeah.
So that's where I'm going. That you can't.
It took work.
It took work.
Work. Yeah.
Okay, unpack some of that work it took.
Well, it took counseling. It took trusting, the big one.
Trusting
Trusting
who?
someone else like you. Mm-hmm. Like you know, cause you taught me how to use a credit card. 'Cause I did not. I was not embarrassed. I did not know how to use a credit card
gosh.
because I paid for everything in cash.
Yeah.
And so you taught me how to use a credit card. I said, man,
Sidebar is
woo.
that my dad told us you need to have a credit card in your name to
Yeah.
build credit. That's why I taught him. And all we had was a Sears. I didn't teach him about credit cards as in plural, but yes, you're correct.
she taught me a lot about finances and all, because I was like, 1 + 1 = 2 and all like that little simple stuff. But you have to get into stocks, bonds, and other avenues in order to be truly successful and secure. Because I'll walk around, my pockets are big as footballs. With all your savings in your pocket.
But you know what? In our marriage, you are the saver. You're good at that. And I'm cool with that. You understand?
Yeah.
It's you are the saver. I would look up and you got this amount. I'm like, okay, so but that works for us. You
Yeah.
have to find what works for you. But I wanna because we're running out of time, is that finding the power of knowing your why for living and not just existing. You often say that you want to live and not just exist.
Yes.
So you had to get out the oven. You said earlier trusting, and you had to figure. Are you still figuring out your purpose?
Well, in life, because God made your heart, your lungs to function a certain way. When you breathe in, you're gonna have a known reaction to breathe out, and therefore, that it's gonna happen whether you want to or not. Life, but it's up to you to maintain it.
So life is going to happen.
Life is going to happen whether you for it or not. You can't stop it. Just like one day, everybody dies.
Yeah.
And you can't. And a good sign of showing that you get older, you have less friends that you had before because they done died off, and therefore, as you get older, you do not have interest in the things that you did before, and you move to the future, and in the future, you slow down because you are at a pace when you were because you're getting older, and the world is faster, Because now, when I was growing up, they ain't have no cell phones. We had to go to a phone booth. You can't find a phone booth in America except for in the museum now. And yeah, I caught my grandson the other day on eBay with my phone on eBay.
He is a smart young man.
Yeah, I don't even know how to get on eBay on my phone. And he little legs crossed. I'm glad he had my credit card.
But I want to say this as well, that the power of living and recognizing, okay, I'm not okay, because we got to unpack this and pack it up. I'm not okay, but I can't stay there. So let me make some choices. Let me dissect this place where I'm at, and let me get the help I need, because I can't stay there, because life is going to keep happening. Time's going to keep moving.
Yes.
And so therefore do I keep going around in a circle and stay in the oven and mess around and burn up and dry out?
You're going to go with it, or it's going to run over you?
Or do I get out of the oven and get the help I need, okay, with the sources that God placed around me to live and not just exist?
Yes.
Because I tell you, and you're so correct, as you get older, you look at life a whole lot different.
Oh, yeah.
And so I am grateful. I am so grateful that God blessed me to wake up and I'm able to move, and I have my limbs, and so I'm huge on purpose. Okay, what's the assignment today, Father? Okay, I need to do this, 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 and this. Okay. Do I hit it every time? No, I do not. But I've come to recognize that I make a choice on whether I allow a person to make me get in my emotions, and there's times I flunk. Yeah, I failed.
That's when that fire comes out. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they have a little name. My family have a little name for me when a little fiery, and but I know that I have the power. You want to go on the call? Go ahead, baby.
Suge. When Suge comes, people listen.
But I don't like Suge showing up.
Well, I like when Suge come out, because we went by a certain store, and the guy was sitting there saying, "What you want?" And Suge came out, and Suge went off.
I didn't go off.
Well, she didn't go off completely. She just gave that look. I said, "Here it comes. Give my popcorn." And I looked, and she said a couple of words.
Okay, no.
Not no strong words or nothing like that.
Yeah, make it plain now.
She gave some words of wisdom, and the manager got out of his seat and came over and said, "Yes, ma'am. How may I help you?"
Yeah, because
I said, Suge has spoken.
Yeah, I don't be cursing and none of that stuff. No, but respect is necessary, and that we was being disrespected. That was poor customer service.
Peyton got that too, because when he was sitting in the high chair and you were making noise when Tasha Cobb was saying, he give you that look, you'd be like, "Oh, yes, sir."
Well, this is the end of session 3. Y'all know the name, so okay. But we keep her somewhere where she don't need to show up, okay? But I know when I'm not okay. You know when you're not okay, correct?
Oh, yeah.
And so what we want to end with is get the help you need.
You must.
Okay. Yes, get the help you need.
You must.
And with that being said, there are many sources out there. There's a 988 hotline that's no judgment, free support 24/7. There's a text hello to 741-741. That's free 24/7 service. There's the NAMI, that's a National Alliance on Mental Illness. You can go to their website, click on the state you live in, and get the help you need. There's a Veterans Crisis Hotline. That number is 1-800-273-8255. Press 1 for Veteran Crisis. Also, there's the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number is 1-800-273-8255. And if nothing else, please get the help you need. If you see people on the edge, call 911. Mr. Perry.
In life, to be a leader, remember this: leaders don't follow, they lead. They walk in the future, in your decisions. This has been Young People Nation, and remember, there's always hope.
Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Give the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross. He the #1 prospect. He the top boss. I was broke, I was empty. He the one that paid the cost. Really thought that I was cool. There was nothing like the Savior. Now it's time for the truth. The whole world been waiting. It's Young People Nation. 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 The whole world been waiting. Whatever you going through, I know what he gonna do. Don't matter the circumstance, we going back to the root. Keep going, keep going. Let that seed keep growing. You need peace and we know it. Now it's time to live holy. Young People Nation. You know what time it is. Young People Nation. Get ready, the time is here. Get ready, we vibing here. We about to let God in here. Young People Nation. It's Young People Nation. Yeah, do it for the heavens, you know where we going. Influenced by his love, you know we gotta show it. It's time to put the youth onto what God is doing. Cause I can tell you now, right now, that God is moving. It's Young People Nation.